What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new StarCraft 3 video, so let's get into it. So guys, we're going to be talking today about StarCraft 3, and the big question of the day is, does StarCraft 3 need to be vastly different than its predecessors? So let's talk about it. So guys, I've had a lot of comments over the past few days here about StarCraft 3 and the talks of it. One of the comments that I got on Reddit read like this: I like your optimism, but the reality is that StarCraft 3 is a long while out. I personally like Legacy of the Void, but if StarCraft 3 came out, it would have to be vastly different. So guys, would StarCraft 3 need to be vastly different than its predecessors? And that is a very good question that we should be asking ourselves, because we do know, guys, a StarCraft shooter game was in development and then it got canceled by Blizzard. So they were kind of making, it sounded like either a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter StarCraft game, which very well could have been StarCraft 3, but it did get canceled, and so we won't really know if that was going to be the continuation of the franchise or if it was going to be like a side story. Was it going to be something completely separate from that of the real-time strategy game that is StarCraft? Now, I will say this. I don't think that StarCraft 3 needs to be vastly different. I have to ask the question, why does it have to be vastly different in order for it to be successful? StarCraft 3 wouldn't necessarily need to be that much different. I mean, if you really think about it, it just is the same formula that you have in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. A real-time strategy game with updated graphics, maybe add a new race. Of course, you've got your expansions that would be coming out over time, and maybe change up the esports scene to, instead of a 1v1, maybe doing a team-based esports scene. Or you just have 1v1s as well as 2v2s, as well as 3v3s, or, and 4v4s, whatever the case might be. You can change things in StarCraft 3, but it would just be essentially the same overall concept of the first two StarCraft games. And then of course you can make a StarCraft first-person shooter game down the road, or you can do like a StarCraft mobile game. There's many different ways that you could of course create more and more to build upon the StarCraft franchise, but I just don't think that StarCraft 3 would need to be vastly different. I feel that it needs to be somewhat the same, but just like minor changes here and there. You might have a new race, you may have a different format for the esports scene, but overall, it's basically the same. But I think, guys, that this is a question that I definitely want to hand over to you guys. Does StarCraft 3 need to be vastly different than its predecessors for it to be successful? Or can we continue doing what we're doing just with some updated graphics, with, of course, maybe an added race, a little bit of some differences in the esports scene? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.